You're not going to understand this now. It's obvious, but just to be clear with you, buying the top might have been the smartest mistake you have ever made in your entire life. Look, I get it. It's painful. You're down 90 something percent. You're down 80 something percent. You're stupid. You're ugly and you're broke. I'm obviously just joking, but you might be ugly though. You might be ugly. I'll say that. You might actually be hideous watching this video. What type of idiot would buy the exact top? Only an idiot would buy the exact top. I'm just kidding. Look, I do understand I'm literally laughing at you, but you know what they say? First they ignore you, then they laugh at you. Then how does it go? What is it? They fight you, then you win? I don't think you guys are gonna win. On a serious note, I want to show you that there's actually a hidden gift in the curse. Okay, so there's actually a good thing to buying the top that a lot of people miss. Here's 3 reasons why buying the exact top is actually pretty normal. Number 1, that's how it's supposed to work. At the exact top, the most amount of people are in the asset class. The most liquidity, the most adoption happens at the exact top. So literally, most people buy the exact top. But wait, what do I mean by everybody's at the exact top? It's actually very simple. Let's say, for example, you have 50 pairs of Jordans. The price of the Jordans when you launch the Jordans is $200 retail. So they come out and they're exactly $200. Now, let's say hypothetically, you launch them and only 25 people buy. Well, the price of the Jordans on the aftermarket will actually drop. The price will actually drop and decrease because there's not that many people buying the Jordans. Now, let's say the other side happens. Let's say you have 50 pairs of Jordans and 200 people try to buy your 50 pairs, right? What does that mean? The aftermarket will essentially increase the price of the Jordans because there is a high demand for these Jordans. This is simple supply and demand. See, if 200 people are trying to buy the pair of Jordans, the most amount of people are going to be at the top. It's the same thing for Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency or any stock. As the price goes up, the more people are coming in to the actual asset price. Now, when the market drops, as you can see there, everyone starts to leave the market. So if you're a market maker, like that little whale there, the goal is to entice as many people as you possibly can into your asset class. If you have $2 billion, the question you have to ask yourself is, how do you double your $2 billion? You don't trade your $2 billion. Not a lot of people have $2 billion. So who are you gonna trade against, right? So the point is, market makers will use marketing tactics, they'll use advertising campaigns, they'll use influencers to try to entice as much liquidity into the market as possible. And then at the exact top, they're probably gonna sell or try to bring the price down so that they can entice more people again in the future. This is exactly how it works. So at the top, the most amount of people are in the market. This is exactly what their plan was the entire time. So if you feel stupid, don't worry. Everybody else pretty much feels stupid. There's a lot of people that got wrecked at the top. It's okay. Number 2, you're probably feeling a lot of pain as we make our way to the bottom. So as we dip, it's a massive amount of pain. And trust me, I've experienced it before. Losing 90% of your money off of something that was supposed to be a positive gain for you, it hurts your soul. It hurts your soul. It feels like you wasted your time and your money at the same time. And then also remember, the worst part about it is that you're ugly. So it's like, bro, it hurts. Pain is actually a good thing. You know this, right? Everyone knows going towards pain is always a good thing, right? Because it makes warriors, right? A warrior can't be a warrior without going into battle and getting battle wounds, battle scars. You cannot be a warrior unless you're time tested and battle tested. A muscle cannot grow unless you tear down muscle fibers. A forest cannot grow bigger than what it is until it burns down, and you know this. And the most important thing I want to say is that a person cannot be this ugly unless they're you, right? So yeah, it's okay, right? The pain, seriously, you took a massive hit, but the thing is, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And it's corny, pressure makes diamonds, blah, blah, blah. But it's actually really, really true. You are now a cryptocurrency veteran. You have experienced your first cryptocurrency bear run. I can see it now. People are gonna go in their bios and change, cryptocurrency veteran. I lost 95%. you know, if there's something you can get from losing all your money, at least you can put it in your bio, right? So I'm a cryptocurrency veteran, like, you know, I'm a vet. Ooh, warrior veteran, crypto veteran, lost like 90% of my money. Yeah, do that. You could say you're experienced, definitely. And you felt massive pain. And there's one thing to think about that I think a lot of people miss. When we go into the bull run next cycle, and there's those 40% drops that a lot of people experience on our way up, right? A lot of people got out on those 40% drops because they weren't battle tested. Yeah, don't get me wrong, you're pretty dumb for buying exactly right here or around here. It's pretty dumb. But what about the guys that jumped out here? What about the guys that jumped out after this 60% drop? They were not battle tested, okay? They weren't in the trenches like you. They weren't in the trenches. What about the guys that jumped out there? What about the guys? Oh, this one's gonna be tragic for them. What about the guys that jumped out here? That's a 36% drop. What about the guys that jumped out here? Yeah, just give it some time. It'll be your turn to laugh. Don't worry. I'm a vet. Ooh, a warrior veteran. And being a veteran and being experienced, you know, you've experienced a 95% drop. You've experienced a 90% drop depending on what you bought. So those 30% drops are not going to be that big of a deal, and you're going to be able to hold through the turbulent times of the next bull run. And number 3, it's true. I hate when people say it, but it's actually really, really true. You are extremely early. You are extremely early to this asset class. So even though you bought the top, it's a beautiful time to get that redemption story. But what does early mean, right? It's just a word, right? Early means you actually have a chance now, being that you bought the top, you actually have a chance to buy the exact bottom. Early means you buy low and hopefully sell high. Hopefully you take profits next time, sell the top instead of buy the top. Early means BlackRock just partnered with Coinbase, okay? So, you know, the pump is within us. The pump will happen, okay? The next bull run pretty much guaranteed to happen. It's just when it's going to happen. And I will be making a crazy price prediction relatively soon. So definitely subscribe to the channel so we can go into that. And early means this, and this is the most important thing that a lot of people don't get. Early means no matter how ugly you are, you could still get a girlfriend by buying the bottom, okay? And making a whole bunch of money off crypto. Okay, this happens in the bear run, okay? And hold to the top of the bull run. You can still get a girlfriend. It doesn't matter how ugly you are. People will like you because you have money, because you're rich and you have enough money to buy VIP for all of your friends, whatever section you want in Miami, whatever section, VIP section, to make yourself look cool. Of course, cryptocurrency is the land of the free money airdrops. There's literally money being printed out of thin air. So go ahead and rent your Lamborghini. Okay, you can take that money. It's like free money anyways, right? You're getting that solid 30 to 50x. You get that Lamborghini, and then you can go ahead and impress the girl of your dreams on Instagram. Like, you know, I get it. You know, you want to flex on all your friends and buy that VIP, or you can do something probably better, which is use that money to end world hunger. Nah, that. Who cares? But let me be clear. None of this will happen unless you actually buy the dip, unless you can get the liquidity to buy the dip. You lost your money off the top, but it's not over. Although crypto is down, remember, it's still the future. Distributed ledger technology is way more efficient than current databases that are happening right now. And it's being adopted by the biggest tech innovators of our time. There was a survey done by Forbes magazine. It has been found that 65 of the world's wealthiest people, 30% of them have either direct or indirect investments in cryptocurrency. This rate is actually higher than non-billionaire investors. So the billionaires are still hopping into crypto. They're still jumping in. They're not scared of the market. Act like a billionaire. Act like the whales. Act like the people with a lot of money. If you bought the top, it's definitely not over for you. Here's another fact. 2.9 billion people still don't even have access to the internet itself. They literally don't even have internet. They don't even have internet, okay? 2.9 billion people, that's 37% of the world's population, have never used the internet. That's actually insane. That's like a lot, guys. That's a lot. That means there's a lot of adoption for the internet. There's a lot of adoption for social medias. And of course, there's a lot of adoption left for cryptocurrencies. And there's so much audiences that have heard of cryptos but haven't moved in yet. let alone nobody's using the internet. There's literally 37% of people are not using the internet. Think about that. And this is even crazier. Combine that fact with the fact that there's still a massive percentage of the world that is in double-digit inflation. Literally double-digit inflation. Let me say it again. Double-digit inflation, meaning their money is losing massive percentages and they have pretty much nowhere to store it. They have nowhere else to store it. And this is like a large percentage of the world. I'm talking about billion-dollar countries and billions of people are still plagued by massive inflation. Cryptocurrency still has a massive use case. It doesn't have one use case. It has hundreds of massive use cases. It's the next infrastructure of the internet, and it's providing, like I said, it's providing banking, decentralized banking for people on other sides of the world to bypass regulation. It's crazy, but it's real. These are real facts. Crypto is definitely going to come back, and it's going to change you financially. But you have to buy the dip, and you have to do it at the right time. I'm making an ultimate price prediction soon. I don't think the right time is exactly now, but I do think it's coming up. So pay attention to that. I think it's going to happen before March of 2024. So you have an exact year to make as much money as you possibly can, save as much money as you possibly can to buy the cryptocurrency dip. And I get it. Look, you bought the top, you lost money. But it's not over unless you say it is. This is the same thing with everything. Think about every story, every winning story. There's always that moment where they get brought down to their knees. It's literally in everything you could possibly think of. Every great person you've ever heard. There's always that moment where they're brought down to their knees and they make the stupid mistake and it seems like it's literally all over for them. But the only people that make it through are the ones that stick it out and they stay consistent. And this is not me being corny. This is literally a representation of my life. If I didn't stick it out last time, right? You guys know, I jumped into Ethereum at $3 to $7. I emptied my bank account, right? I made a lot of money, obviously. But then I lost a lot of it. I was in the same boat as most of you. And then I stuck it out and I made almost 5 times more. We made millions of dollars this cycle. So what do you think I'm going to do next cycle? What do you think I'm going to do next? I'm going for 100 million next cycle, guys. I'm going for 100 million and I'm very, very confident. I'm very confident. And the beauty of cryptocurrency, what a lot of people miss, this is what a lot of people miss. And I know this because I know people with money. I know there's people out there with money, more money than me. Oh, it's a Ponzi scheme. Oh, it's fake, right? Cryptocurrency's fake. It doesn't work. It's hyped up. They're saying all these things. And I'm like, bro, what? The smartest people with the most amount of money still think it's a Ponzi scheme. It's actually scary. It's actually comical. They're going to be buying on top of me. This is a solidified thing. BlackRock, the biggest people in the world, the smartest technology innovators, have already jumped into crypto. It's solidified. It's the beauty of this opportunity, although it does drop 95%, bro. Although it drops 95%, you can look at that like a Ponzi scheme, or you can look at it like a opportunity that comes back every 4 years or so. So put your head down for a year, grind your butt off until 2024, the next halving event for Bitcoin. Watch the money pile in, buy the dip, and then watch your money multiply. Or you could do what most people do, which is feel sorry for themselves that they lost a little bit of money. Like you weren't going to take a hit the first time you got into the ring. Like you weren't going to miss a shot the first time you tried to shoot a basketball. They're going to act like the world's over for them, and they're going to feel sorry for themselves. That's what most people do. Here's a quote, and I'm going to end it here. Through every generation of the human race, there has been a constant war, a war with fear. Those who have the courage to conquer it are made free, and those who are conquered by it are made to suffer until they have the courage to defeat it, or death takes them. I want you to think about your deathbed. I want you to literally imagine yourself. Everybody close their eyes for a second. Imagine yourself on your deathbed. Did you take advantage of what life gave you? Life gave you a foundational shift in technology and money at the same time. Like, think about it. Think about your grandparents or your great-grandparents. They had no opportunity like this. There was nothing like this for them to change their lives. I mean, you could say the internet, but this is like a magnitude of 10 times bigger than the internet. They have never had an opportunity like this. And you're on your deathbed, and you're 90-something years old. And you look back, and you're like, dang, man, I was kind of that guy into crypto. Like, I hate when people say, oh, I thought of Chipotle. I had the idea of Chipotle, but somebody else executed on the idea and made billions of dollars, right? Oh, I kind of got into crypto one time. Man, I wish I would have held. I wish I would have held through. I wish I would have bought more, right? How many times you guys say it? I wish I would have did this, right? Are you going to be filled with that regret? The fact that you missed the biggest foundational shift in your whole entire generation, right? Your whole entire bloodline could have benefited from this one move, and you let it pass up because of whatever insecurity or fear that you're dealing with. Those who have the courage to conquer it are made free, and those who are conquered by it are made to suffer until they have the courage to defeat it, or death takes them. Until they have the courage to defeat it, or death takes them. What are you scared of? All right, guys, I'm gonna show you exactly how to pump your own bag, okay, with awareness. If you're already in cryptocurrency, then you know how to do this. If you're not in cryptocurrency, I'm gonna show you how to pump your own crypto so the price increases. This is the first thing you're gonna do. The first thing you're gonna do is you're going to like this video for the engagement algorithm. It's gonna get pushed more if you like it. The second thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go below and you're gonna comment some random thing just so that the algorithm pushes this video. And then the third thing you're gonna do is you're going to share this video with as many people as possible and as many of these platforms that you have. The best two platforms are gonna be Facebook, and then the second one's going to be Twitter. Leave a comment that's relative to the video and share that thing. And that's how you get your bags pumped. And obviously I put a lot of time and effort into this video, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you support the channel by sharing this content. But by far, sharing is the best way. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.